As I sat down to reflect on the latest developments in the crypto world, one thing became abundantly clear. The institutionalization of crypto is happening, and it's happening fast. I've been watching this space for a while now, and I can tell you, if you hold XRP, this is something you need to pay close attention to. It all started when major financial institutions, like BNY Mellon, began gaining approval from the SEC to offer crypto custody services. Now, for those unfamiliar with the term custody services, essentially means that these traditional financial giants can hold Bitcoin and Ethereum on behalf of their clients. It's like having your cash in the bank, but instead, it's crypto. This is a huge deal. We're talking about big players from Wall Street finally getting the green light to officially enter the crypto market in a way that's much more secure and regulated. When institutions like BNY Mellon, Bank of America, and others start handling crypto for their clients, it changes everything. It legitimizes the market, brings in a flood of new money, and shifts control into the hands of traditional finance. Now, I know some of us in the crypto space might feel uneasy about this. The idea of handing over control of such a revolutionary technology to the same old financial institutions that we were trying to escape from is a bit ironic. But here's where it gets interesting for XRP holders like me, and maybe like you too. Despite my mixed feelings, I have to admit that this shift is actually bullish for XRP. The fact that Wall Street is stepping in means that the groundwork for mass adoption is being laid. When these institutions start to offer crypto services to their clients, we're not just talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. In the not-too-distant future, assets like XRP will likely follow. For now, Bitcoin and Ethereum are getting the attention because they're the most well-known. But as crypto becomes more institutionalized, the demand for assets that can actually facilitate real-world financial transactions, like XRP, will grow. Think about it. XRP is designed to move money across borders quickly and cheaply. When banks and big financial institutions need a solution for cross-border payments, XRP and its ledger are perfectly positioned. So while some might be focused on Bitcoin hitting new highs, I'm watching the moves being made behind the scenes. The fact that BNY Mellon is now in the game means that XRP could be next in line to benefit from this wave of institutional interest. And for those of us already holding XRP, this could be just the beginning of something big. As much as I might not love the idea of crypto being absorbed into the old financial system, I can't deny the opportunities it's opening up. Wall Street stepping in means more security, more legitimacy, and most importantly, more money flowing into the space. And that's why, in my opinion, XRP holders have every reason to be optimistic about the future. As I think about what's happening with crypto right now, one thing stands out. The path to mass adoption is becoming clearer. Traditional banks are starting to offer crypto services, and this is going to change everything. Imagine walking into your local bank, the same place where you've been depositing your paychecks for years, and now you can buy, sell, and store crypto just like you do with your regular money. That's where we're headed. For people like me, who've been in the crypto game for a while, this feels like a major turning point. I've set up wallets, used exchanges, and even tried my hand at decentralized platforms. But I get it. This stuff can be confusing, especially if you're not tech-savvy. There's a whole learning curve that comes with navigating the crypto space, and that's been a big barrier for a lot of people. Think about it. How many people out there want to get into crypto but don't trust the process? They hear about hacks, scams, and the complexities of setting up wallets, and it all just feels too risky or complicated. They don't want to deal with managing private keys or learning how to use a decentralized exchange. For them, the idea of going to their bank and getting crypto through a familiar, trusted source makes all the difference. That's why this move by traditional banks is so important. The average person isn't going to jump into crypto until they can do it easily, without worrying about security or understanding the tech behind it. When these banks start offering crypto services, it's going to open the floodgates. Suddenly, people who are hesitant or confused will start investing, and we'll see a wave of new money entering the market. Now here's where things get exciting. For those of us who already hold XRP, we're ahead of the game, way ahead. I've always said that 99% of the population isn't involved in crypto yet, and that's not an exaggeration. We're part of the small percentage of people who got in early, who figured things out before the masses. That puts us in a unique position. While most people are just waiting for their banks to start offering crypto, we've already invested, we've already built our positions. And when that mass adoption starts to happen, when people finally start buying into crypto through their banks, we'll already be sitting on assets like XRP, which could skyrocket as demand increases. I don't say this to sound arrogant, but the reality is, we've done the hard work. We've learned how to navigate this space when it wasn't easy or mainstream. And soon, the rest of the world will catch up. By the time they do, XRP holders like me will be positioned to benefit in a big way. So, while the average person might be waiting for their bank to offer crypto services, I'm sitting here feeling confident about what's to come. We're ahead of 99% of the public, and that's a huge advantage. When the masses finally get in, we'll already be on the next level. As I dive deeper into the future of finance, one concept keeps standing out: tokenization. It's this idea that real-world assets, things like stocks, bonds, real estate, and even fine art, can be represented as digital tokens on a blockchain. And right now, Ripple's XRP ledger is positioned to be a major player in this space. In fact, 97% of asset managers believe tokenization is going to completely revolutionize finance. That's huge. So what does this mean for XRP holders like me? Well, let's break it down. First off, tokenization is not just some futuristic concept, it's already happening. Asset managers and financial institutions are starting to realize that blockchain technology can make the movement and management of assets way more efficient. Imagine owning a fraction of a luxury building in New York City, and instead of dealing with complex paperwork and middlemen, you simply hold a token that represents your ownership. Transactions that used to take days or even weeks can now happen instantly with just a few clicks. And this is where Ripple's XRP ledger comes in. The XRP ledger has been designed with scalability and speed in mind, making it ideal for handling the kind of high-volume transactions needed to support tokenization on a large scale. Whether it's real estate, stocks, or commodities, the XRP ledger has the capability to move these assets seamlessly across borders, 24/7. No waiting for banks to open. No dealing with costly fees or delays. That's the beauty of XRP. It's not just a cryptocurrency for speculation. It has real-world utility, especially when it comes to cross-border payments. Right now, sending money across countries is expensive, slow, and full of intermediaries. With XRP, that process becomes fast, efficient, and cheap. And as more financial institutions start to adopt XRP for these use cases, its value as a long-term asset becomes clear. Here's why this matters. As the world of finance continues to evolve, the demand for systems that can support the tokenization of assets will skyrocket. XRP and its ledger are already built to handle this kind of workload, making it a front-runner in the race to become the backbone of the tokenized economy. And we're not just talking about small-time players here. 97% of asset managers, the people responsible for handling trillions of dollars in assets, believe tokenization is the future. Think about that for a second. These are the same asset managers who oversee the world's wealth. If they believe in tokenization, and XRP is poised to be a major player in that space, then the future potential for XRP is enormous. When those trillions of dollars start moving onto blockchain networks like the XRP ledger, the game changes completely. That's why I'm so bullish on XRP. It's not just about the price you see today, it's about the future potential of the asset. When you think about how XRP can revolutionize cross-border payments and enable the tokenization of real-world assets, it becomes clear that we're on the verge of something big. The real value of XRP lies in its utility, and that's something a lot of people don't fully grasp yet. But for those of us who do, the future looks incredibly bright. As the world embraces tokenization, XRP is perfectly positioned to lead the way. When I look at Ripple, one of the things that stands out the most is its impressive network of connections with some of the biggest financial institutions in the world. This isn't just a small player trying to make waves in the crypto space. Ripple is deeply intertwined with giants like BNY Mellon and JP Morgan. And these aren't just casual partnerships. The fact that Ripple has positioned itself alongside these titans says a lot about where the future of finance is headed, especially in the tokenized economy. Let me break this down a bit more. BNY Mellon is the world's largest custodian bank, managing trillions of dollars in assets. For a company like Ripple to have a working relationship with BNY Mellon is a huge deal. BNY Mellon isn't just dipping its toes into crypto, it's involved in some of the most significant developments in tokenization and blockchain technology. When you think about how much money flows through their systems every day, the potential for Ripple to integrate with that kind of infrastructure is mind-blowing. And it's not just BNY Mellon. JP Morgan, another financial giant, is also closely connected to Ripple. JP Morgan is a powerhouse in the banking world, and their involvement in blockchain initiatives shows how serious they are about the future of digital assets. One of the key figures at JP Morgan, Sandy O'Connor, who served as their Chief of Regulatory Affairs, also sits on Ripple's board of directors. Think about that for a moment. A high-ranking executive from one of the most powerful banks in the world is part of Ripple's leadership. That's not just a coincidence. It's a clear signal that Ripple has something valuable to offer. These connections aren't just about name-dropping big companies. They highlight Ripple's growing influence in the financial world, especially when it comes to correspondent banking. Correspondent banking is the system banks use to move money between each other, especially across borders. It's a slow, expensive process that has been in place for decades. But Ripple, along with Stellar, is changing that. Ripple's technology, specifically the XRP ledger, is designed to make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, and more efficient. That's a game-changer for correspondent banking. Imagine a world where money can move across countries in seconds, without the need for multiple intermediaries and hefty fees. That's what Ripple is working towards, and their connections with BNY Mellon and JP Morgan show that they have the backing to make it happen. Stellar, too, is recognized alongside Ripple for its applications in correspondent banking. While both companies have their differences, they share a common goal: revolutionizing how money moves across borders. Ripple's focus is on working with large financial institutions, while Stellar tends to target more grassroots solutions, But together, they're pushing the envelope on what's possible in global finance. When you look at the big picture, Ripple isn't just a tech company trying to make a splash in the crypto world. It's a company with deep ties to some of the most powerful financial institutions on the planet. These connections give Ripple a level of credibility and influence that few other blockchain companies can match. And as the tokenized economy continues to grow, Ripple's place at the center of it becomes even more significant. The future of finance is digital, and Ripple is positioning itself to be a leader in that space. Its partnerships with BNY Mellon, JP Morgan, and other major players show that it's not just about the technology, it's about building the right relationships to bring that technology to the forefront of global finance. And as Ripple continues to strengthen these connections, its potential in the tokenized economy only becomes more undeniable. For those of us holding XRP, this is exactly the kind of news we want to hear. The more Ripple builds these partnerships and solidifies its place in the financial world, the more valuable XRP becomes. It's not just a coin. It's part of a much larger vision for the future of money. As I think about the future, one thing is becoming crystal clear. The era of the tokenized economy is no longer just an idea. It's starting to take shape right in front of us. It feels like we're standing on the edge of something massive, a financial revolution that's going to change how money and assets move through the world. And here's the best part. XRP is perfectly positioned to play a major role in this transformation. The concept of a tokenized economy is simple but powerful. It's the idea that virtually anything of value, stocks, real estate, commodities, even art, can be represented as digital tokens on a blockchain. Instead of dealing with the traditional slow, paperwork-heavy processes that finance is known for, we'll be able to trade and transfer assets instantly, securely, and at a fraction of the cost. This is the future of finance, and XRP is right at the heart of it. Let's put this in perspective. We're talking about trillions of dollars worth of assets that will eventually be tokenized. Think about all the wealth tied up in real estate, the global stock markets, and commodities like gold and oil. Now imagine being able to move, buy, sell, or trade those assets as easily as sending a text message. That's the kind of world we're heading toward, and blockchain technology, specifically the XRP ledger, is going to make it possible. XRP's role in this emerging economy isn't just theoretical. It's already being positioned as the go-to solution for moving large sums of money across borders efficiently. The speed, scalability, and low cost of the XRP ledger make it ideal for this kind of high-volume, high-value activity. We're not just talking about a few million here and there. XRP could handle trillions of dollars as tokenized assets start flowing onto blockchain networks. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Up until now, we've seen blockchain technology handle billions of dollars, which is impressive in itself. But once we start talking about trillions, everything changes. This is when the real value of XRP starts to shine. As more assets get tokenized and moved on-chain, XRP's utility will skyrocket, and with it, its value. The thing is, many people are still fixated on the current price of XRP. They look at it and think, it's only worth this many cents, so how valuable can it really be? But what they're missing is the bigger picture. The value of XRP isn't just about the price today, it's about the future potential it holds. XRP isn't just another digital currency. It's a tool that will facilitate the movement of assets in the tokenized economy. The value of an asset comes from its utility, and XRP has that in spades. if it's helping to move a significant portion of the world's wealth, whether it's tokenized real estate, tokenized stocks, or even commodities, its role becomes indispensable. And when an asset is indispensable, its value naturally increases. This is why being part of this journey early on feels so exciting. We're ahead of the curve, watching as the groundwork for this new financial system is being laid. The tokenized economy is still in its infancy, but as it grows, so will the demand for blockchain solutions like XRP. We're already seeing institutions and governments take steps to tokenize their assets, and it's only a matter of time before this becomes the norm. What's even more thrilling is knowing that once significant money starts flowing on-chain, once those trillions of dollars start moving through networks like the XRP ledger, the financial landscape will never be the same. XRP will no longer be just another cryptocurrency in the mix. It will be the backbone of a system designed to handle the future of finance. And for those of us holding XRP, the potential gains are enormous. As the world shifts toward a tokenized economy, XRP is expected to see tremendous growth in both utility and value. This isn't just about price speculation. It's about being part of a technology that's going to change the way money and assets move across the globe. So, as the era of the tokenized economy begins, I'm holding on to my XRP with confidence, knowing that its best days are still ahead. The future of finance is being built right now, and XRP is poised to lead the way.